Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, all you beautiful souls. My name is Trinity, aka Infinite Abundance. Today I am using the In the Shadows Oracle cards. This is a new deck that I just got, so gratitude for it. Investment. But anyway, I wanted to use these cards to do a little message a little differently than how I had been seeing other people on my TikTok For You page doing readings with this deck. I've seen a lot of love readings with this deck, but I wanted to do it with the intention of, what does your inner teen need you to know? What does your inner teen need you to know? So, if you feel called to stay for this reading, then great. If not, then I hope the next reading may resonate with you. If you are interested in booking your own personal reading with me, then you can go to the description box down below where you will find my email, and you can email me to get prices for personal readings. My website will be hopefully ready for relaunch by the end of this month or the beginning of next month. So, we'll have that in the works. But for now, you can email me, and my payments can be sent through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Inner teen says, I don't know what to say. Coming back. I heard feeling forgotten. I focused on you instead of my pain. This may have been a person from your teen years, maybe a past ex or a friend, perhaps. For some, this may be resonating of more of a act that you focused in, like maybe a after-school activity, some sort of sport, or some sort of group that maybe you put all your time and focus in to avoid pain. Inner teen says, I wish you would come back. I heard the feeling. I wish feeling would come back. There may have been things, I heard some sort of substance or act, again, that you were using as a form of self-harm, but telling yourself that it was actually helping you. For some, this could have been, I heard hypersexuality. You may have been, oh, I'm expressing myself, which is great, but at the same time, I'm hearing how much of that hypersexual behavior happened after some sort of trauma, after some sort of rejection, after, I'm hearing running away, fearing, I'm hearing like being left behind in some way. So maybe thinking that maybe your body's the only thing you have going for you. It's the only thing that people appreciate about you. It's the only thing that people notice about you. Inner teen says, I do wish you well, and I hope you're happy for me. Inner teen has been working really hard to come to the surface and try to tell you different things that they need for reassurance, for comfort, for next steps. But I feel this hesitancy. There's this level of guilt or grief or shame that was just kind of creating a lot of blockage and resistance there within inner teen. In that moment, I didn't care. Yeah. Either using body, using substances, using specific acts to just cover up and put a Band-Aid on the emotions and the overall needs that you actually had back then, the need to talk to somebody. I'm hearing like real help, like you really needed help. You needed somebody to be a guide, to be a mentor, to be somebody who cared, and you just reached out, and I'm hearing in all the wrong places at time. I'm sorry. Inner teen knows that now you are picking up the pieces from the decisions that were made in the past, and inner teen is saying, I'm sorry. Letting go of needing other people's approval. I pretend that you don't mean that much. I feel like this is inner teen, like, recognizing the self in this moment. The current present version of yourself that was becoming aware that inner teen was a subject that's important to talk about for healing. You might have tried to brush it off because you knew that there was going to be some things that you had to unpack that were going to bring up the guilt, the grief, the shame, the pain, the accountability, that kind of thing. So you may have avoided that. I know I made mistakes. followed by I don't trust you and I fantasize about you. I feel like this is inner teen doing a lot of the like daydreaming of like who you want to become versus actually feeling the confidence and the empowerment to embody and become that version. There are lessons that were learned the hard way here with inner teen. Like you are, I'm getting the sense, a very stubborn, hard-headed person. You're also a very sensitive person who tries to play like you're not a very sensitive person, even to yourself, which ultimately just invalidates and minimizes your own feelings. It's time for you to be honest about some of the things that you felt in your past, about some of the things that may have happened that you never gave yourself the chance to fully process. Okay, so inner teen's really coming forward and letting you know, like, now is the time to build trust, but you're going to have to take some action and move forward with this knowing that some of the things that you will face after getting in touch with inner teen will bring up exactly some of the things you've been avoiding. And that's not healing to take lightly, and it's not healing to do when you already have so much on your plate. You will know when the time is right for those things to be healed because they'll just happen on their own. Or you will feel this draw and this lure to those topics and to those versions of yourself. And to anyone who may be feeling resonating with this and you're ready to do that inner teen work, I'd suggest, one, if you feel called you to join Patreon, you can go to my Patreon. I will leave the link in the description box where we do inner child work, we do inner teen work, we do shadow work readings and all sorts of stuff to help you get in touch with inner teen. But outside of that sort of assistance for your daily spiritual upkeep and evolution, I would suggest doing things every so often, like listening to music that you used to listen to, watching old music videos that you used to when you were a teenager, watching old movies, eating your favorite snacks you used to eat, talking to an old friend, call them up, see what's going on. They were your high school buddy or whatever. Journaling to a past version of yourself, writing a letter to your current version of yourself from that version of yourself, writing thank you letters from that version of yourself to anybody in your life, past, present, or future. And also writing acceptance letters of the things that have happened that you cannot change, but you can use to teach. I started to hear delayed but not denied. You may have felt like your life has just been, I'm hearing, falling apart like a snowball effect. But right now I started seeing a kaleidoscope image. I'm hearing for you to see the beautiful things that you already have being provided for you. I'm also hearing for you to pay attention to the things that you walked away from out of fear that are still on the table for you. That feels like a really specific message for someone, but take it as it resonates. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this time and your energy with me. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section down below. I love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe and hit that post notification bell down below somewhere over there so you get notified every time I post new content. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you all very much. If you feel called to leave a tip or donation for this reading and to support the growth of my page, as well as making sure that I can continue to make content right here for you, content appreciation donations are left through my Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. All are listed down below in the description box. Thank you all very much. I hope you have a very blessed day. Much love.